She was a naturally intelligent woman, but ignorant of books. She could not read, but she could count, and no man or woman need to try to cheat her of her gold nugget, silver dollar or copper penny.
I was stopped in the bar for the rush. The cowboys were driving cattle from downstate. Tiny come in. He smelled like manure, tobacco, and the outdoors. He was carrying a money sack full of coins. He goes, "Where's that heart and Fern?" Against my better judgment, I poured him up a shot of bourbon. I said, "Fern is occupied at present, Tiny. How about you see Gladys? Gladys don't do it like Fern. She ain't got the right touch, if you know what I mean. All my ladies got the right touch. Not Gladys," he says. "You remember the last time she got hold of me? She bit me. Like the old mule she is." You need to stop that lying, Tiny. If she bit you, it's because you tried to take back my money after you had gave it to her. As a matter of fact, give me my money up front for this bourbon you've been drinking. "I don't know if I should be drinking in a whorehouse that don't trust me," he says. I got right mad at that. Gertie's place was a house of hospitality, not a whorehouse. So when he started to back up away from the bar like he was going to run, I snatched up the pickle fork, jumped over the bar, and stabbed him in his left eye. Then I reached down into that money sack, took my money out. Don't nobody play with my money.
She ran that brothel almost 20 years. Nessie helped, but no one was allowed to even think about touching Gertie's flowers without her say. And to even reflect on touching your great Aunt Nessie was beyond the imagination.
How did Grandma Gertie protect her?
Would you mess with somebody who would stab you in the eye with a pickle fork just for talking wrong?
I guess not.
I suppose you kind of have to understand the times. Back then, black folks had rules. Reputations were built on a kind of fairness. The wild, wild west wasn't half as wild as the streets of the big cities.
I wouldn't have gotten out of it had it been for Gladys and the white women of the town who got fed up with their men's shenanigans.
It's a mystery to me. I do know that your Grandma Gertie had some kind of confrontation with the people of the town. Ozona was not a good place for black folks to be when the crash came.
Do you know what happened?
This deacon tried to pee on Gladys. Said he wanted to water her because she was a flower that needed to grow. Said she was his land and he needed to mark his territory. Said he would give her an extra $20 gold piece.
From my understanding, the sheriff was in the house that night making his usual run. He was leaving right as Mama's friend was falling down the stairs trying to get away from him.
Nessie was behind the bar. I never saw Nessie as someone I was hurting until that night.
It was in the Ozona Gazette, in the same issue where the women of the town welcomed Miss Carrie Nation. Ever heard of her?
Yes.